Hey guys, so welcome to my page. If you guys have not heard of me, I am Rose. I've uploaded like a couple videos like years ago. Anyway, we're not here to talk about me. Hoy vamos a hablar acerca del tema y el review, so we can call it a review, the YG featuring Tyga and some Puerto Rican rapper, I guess, in their new release song Loko, which aired like I think 2 days before Cinco de Mayo. When I first heard the song Loko, I was speechless. I was honestly speechless. Honestly, I want to say that it was very disrespectful. And when I saw that YG was wearing a mariachi attire, I was like, no. Because first of all, that's not a trend and it's not a style. That is part of our culture. That is what cultivates Latinos. That's what brings, that's what sums up our whole idea of a Latino, is a mariachi attire. And honestly, only a man with dignity and respect and talent should be ever able to wear such attire. And the fact that YG did it, it's like, okay, whatever, just because like you're privileged because you're an artist, so you can go ahead and pull off any stunt. But personally, guys, I took that highly insulting because I'm Latina. I have Chicano roots, or Chicana roots. You know, I do come from a Mexican descent, or you know, like I carry other nationalities in me, but I was raised by a single mother, and she's very much proud to be Mexicana and 100% Latina. So with that being said, when I continue to watch this video from YG of Go Loko, I started listening to the lyrics. First of all, I started listening to the lyrics. I honestly did not click on that music video thinking, oh my god, like, this is gonna be a trashy song, or like, oh no. I honestly thought nothing of it because of the title, Go Loko, right? So I clicked on it. If I would have known, if I would have looked up the lyrics first, I would have never ever watched the video and gave it a view, honestly, because that just uprises its popularity. That just streams it even more, and it just makes it a lot more enhancing. It's so sickening to my stomach, the fact that we have lost all respect for cultures. But what also really stood out to me was the fact that there was no Latino artist that played in that song or took place in that song. Artist, musician. We had Latino actors and actresses and the background dancers and Latinos who obviously took runner to make the song meaningful. I'm gonna go ahead and say something. I have an 18-year-old sister named Maria. I know so many women that are named Juana, and they're elderly women. We don't name women after those names because the Mexican colony is poor, or because Latinos are limited in names. That is not why. First of all, we go way back to indigenism. Maria represents La Virgen Maria, which is the Virgin Mary. We don't just play along and like, oh my god, Maria is such a popular name, let me just name my daughter Maria. No, that's not the reason why my little sister name is Maria. My little sister name is Maria because she was a gift from God. Because when she was born, she had difficulties. She had health difficulties the instant she was born. So my mom instantly was like, you know what? I did not have a name for this child, but we are going to name you Maria de Jesus. For us, that is meaningful. For us, that's a religious decision to name children after our religion and who we believe in, gracefully, spiritually, mentally, you know, who we believe in for health, for wealth, who we pray for, who we pray to, the hope we have, you know. And for an artist, for arrogant artists and just low-minded artists who know nothing about the Latin culture, I'm gonna just be more specific than Mexican culture, and I'm gonna just drop it down to Mexicanos and speak for Mexicanos, because on the fucking video, that is who YG, Tyga, Puerto Rican artists like represent. They represented the Mexican flag. I do not want to tell you guys go watch it. Like, I don't want to say, oh my god guys, you should go watch it, because I don't want to give that video any popularity anymore. It has over 5 million views last time I checked. Well, the first time I, you know, clicked on that song, and I was shook. I'm like, oh my god, duh, it's gonna have over 5 million views. It's YG, it's Tyga, you know, it's gonna probably be another hit. It's gonna be another single, because they haven't pulled out any fucking albums, just singles and features. So I was like, it's gonna be another good song, you know. Let's see what they come in with this time. And then boom, I hear Maria, Maria. Like, I'm like, okay, first of all, no. Okay, you should do some reading. Look into her culture, bro. Like, that is so disrespectful. Okay, that's already 3 pointers right there. The fact that they stereotype our Latin hood is inappropriate, and that is unacceptable. For me, as the audience, as a Latina, as a woman of color, yeah, brown skinned woman, I cannot recall a time where my Latino people and the Latino artists went on and made a single about your culture. Black culture, African American culture, Belizean culture. I don't remember a time. And if I'm wrong, guys, please comment a link where I can take a look at that. Because if I am politically correct, there has never been a time. Okay, another thing of that song. The way that they downgrade us Latinas, that's false. Like I keep saying, that is very stereotypical. They use symbolism to represent. Tyga came out with what you call a bandido attire, which is a ranchero's attire, which is a cowboy attire. Just a very old school version of it in the old leather. And that he was a bandit cowboy. That's what he came out as on that video. If you guys don't know that he was a bandit cowboy in that video, then you guys have a lot of research to do, and you guys need to go back to your cultive roots, because that was probably one of the most insulting videos. Yeah, music nowadays is so shitty, guys. It's not a hit unless it involves women. And the fact that us women, we play it, the fact that us women, we're like, yeah, I'm that bitch, yeah, it's like, what? It just gives men the more power to do so. It just gives men more of that freedom to come at us like that and come for us that way, and for them to make hits off of us. It's like music that sexually enslaves women, that should be an abolishment. I'm like speechless. Just thinking back to that song, it's so painful. The fact, I get it. I totally get it. YG grew up around Compton. YG grew up around the Latin neighborhood. YG grew up around, you know, Latino people. And I'm sure in his hood, he got Latino homies. But, baby boy, that does not mark you down for an okay. That does not set you on a higher scale for you to go ahead and feel free to do so. I have not like YouTubed any YG reviews for this so-called new hit, you know, and I honestly still don't know why he did it. I don't know if it was because it was Cinco de Mayo was on Sunday, or because of this whole Nipsey Hussle thing, or because of this whole Donald Trump shit. I don't understand, and I don't get how you can stand with a certain race, stand up from, speak on their behalf, use your power and your privilege and your money, your influence position to advocate for a race and then feel the right to mimic, feel the right to automatically feel that you pertain when you don't know anything about their culture. That song, that you so-called song, I think it's trash, has definitely made me look at YG differently. That they have no respect. I do not respect an artist like that. Who am I to say who I respect and who I don't? But honestly, you should know respect. You come from the hood. You should know what that means. Come on, we have a Black Lives Matter movement. We have black women that yell at the top of their lungs politically and stand politically correct when they defend their culture and their blackhoodism. They stand in awful effect when they protect their ancestors and their culture, how they defend their culture. No matter what their stereotype is, no matter how many times they fall correct in the stereotype that our society places them in. So why are you, YG, placing another race under that same stereotype? Why are you guys doing that? I feel so strongly about this because I am a Latina, and I see that my culture, I see that our roots, I see that our moments of bonding, I see that our Latin hood has now gone out as a trend. I see that it has now gone out. It has now been targeted for popularity, for money. Don't know how you people feel about it out there, but what I can say is that this is how I feel, and I think I put it all in one video. And I tried not to cuss. I tried to use appropriate language because, goodness gracious, I don't know who will come across this video years from now, months from now. I don't know. I'm not doing this for popularity. I'm doing it because I don't just need my friends and family and neighbors to know how I feel, or my community. I need everybody in the world to know how I feel about this song. And I hope that this song reaches your mind and your heart. Above all, I hope that it opens your minds up a little bit and allows you to realize exactly where I'm coming from, and how I'm not making this an exception. Like I said, female rappers talk about women, men talk about women. We're sexualized through everything. We are sexualized through everything, which is why this leads to so many things. I don't know if we are now at war, because it feels like we have been at war for a long time, but it now finally feels like people are really pulling out their gun cards. And if that's the case, shall the war begin? Because, baby, you're not about to do my culture like that. My people fought, Pancho Villa fought too hard to let a motherfucker like you come and abolish everything. So this is it, guys. This was my little YG song review. Espero que les haya gustado. So obviously you guys know I didn't like it at all. I'm not passionate about it. If you live by my neighborhood, you see this video and you know me and you live by my neighborhood and you playing that fucking song, I am disowning you. You can play any YG song, not that song, because I will disown you strongly. Give a fuck who you are. But yeah, so that was it for today. This was my little video. I hope you guys like it. If you don't like it, too bad. You probably won't be the only one. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up. If you, like I said, if you have any link for me, if you have any comments, down below. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did watch the full thing, I appreciate your 10 minutes of your time. And if you didn't watch the full thing, it's okay. Thank you for clicking it anyway. And once again, this was your girl, Bay, and I'll be back next time.